back everyone, and it's time to go Steve! Boruto chapter 63 has been released, which means it's that time of the month again. This chapter has revealed the most insane power-up any ninja would want to wish for. Can you guess what it is?
Oh, I know! It's the compressed invisible Rasengan!
No.
It must be the power of plot armor!
That's close.
It's being the protagonist in a shonen.
Ding 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 ding! But that's still not 100% right. It's unlocking drip. Boruto is the most dripped out person in this entire series now. He has unlocked a new ability with the Karma Seal that puts him above Naruto, Sasuke, and any other ninja you would name. But let's begin with how he gained this new power. Chapter 63 begins with the standoff between Code and Kawaki, as Boruto just jumped into the fray. Boruto was able to detect and follow Kawaki due to their Otsutsuki DNA through the Karma Seal. They have a unique bond that no one else has due to their resonance. This allowed for his head start. Why didn't Naruto believe Boruto when he told him this in the previous chapter? Because the plot dumbed him down, so this scenario makes sense.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Code proceeds to communicate with Ada. She informs Code that Boruto was able to detect Kawaki, something she foresaw with the Senragon eye but wasn't able to tell Code since he was being too impatient. The characters then learn about the ability of their unique detection even if one deletes their chakra, to which Ada states she's jealous of their bond because she's down bad and wants to sign up to their OnlyFans. Oh, please, please. Don't forget, I told you last time, she's desperate. Please, Boruto, please. I want your babies. I'll pay premium for the OnlyFans. That's how desperate she is, you dumb bitch. I'm kidding. Boruto starts scolding Kawaki for using himself as bait, to which Kawaki stubbornly replies that he told Boruto to not interfere unnecessarily since it's a death sentence to try and help. Boruto continues to bicker back saying, "Bruh, don't you know I'm the protagonist of this series? It's named after me. I should be telling you that. My dad's the #1 hyperactive knuckleheaded ninja who chased after Sasuke for the entirety of his show 700 chapters. Of course I'm gonna chase after you." Oh, and I felt like this clip represents that perfectly. It made me laugh so hard. I don't know why. Just check this stupid clip.
Naruto! Sasuke! Naruto! Sasuke Club! Naruto! Sasuke! Yeah!
After Kawaki admits that they are both fools with their wishful thinking, he turns towards Code and asks if he was gonna kidnap him or not and to ignore Boruto. Boruto interjects and informs him that Naruto with the rest of Konoha Ninja will be able to track them down and help once they realize where his chakra is. Kawaki doesn't need to be so reckless with his life. However, as we explained last month, this destroys Kawaki's entire plan and objective. If you didn't know what Kawaki meant in the future scene regarding where he sent Naruto in this scene, you have to watch our analysis for chapter 62. This is why it's so important to hit the notification bell for the channel so that we stay on the same page as one community. This is because it's further addressed with Kawaki objecting to Boruto's plan to bring in Naruto, since it defeats the whole purpose of baiting himself out to Code, as he is trying to sacrifice his own life to protect the 7th Hokage. Ada confirms that Konoha is already on the search, and Code then tries to bait Kawaki by asking what can he even do to protect the Hokage. This obviously triggers him, but he plays it cool, asking to meet the person in charge. Ada then gets gassed up like, oh my god! Oh my god, he wants to meet me! And she starts to fangirl over him like, oh my god.
Oh hell no!
Boruto, unaware of who Kawaki was referring to, asks who it was he was trying to meet. Kawaki explains to us that Code was specifically asked not to kill him, despite his involvement in Ishiki's death. Despite being such an obsessed Otsutsuki worshipper, Code actually agreed, which doesn't make any sense to Kawaki. Remember in chapter 59 showcasing their childhood, Code actually hated Kawaki from the very beginning for being the chosen one. Even as a young child, he tried to choke him out and beat him to a pulp for being Ishiki's vessel. He is an extremely jealous individual that wants to serve the Otsutsuki as much as he can. So why wouldn't he enact revenge upon the one that took away his god? Kawaki calculates and deduces that he must be simping for some ass cheeks yet again to actually sway Code into following their order. Hence why Kawaki wants to negotiate with them. Code applauds Kawaki's analysis, asking if he still wanted to meet them, even if this person made ridiculous demands of him, with a panel of Ida blushing red like, oh my god, oh my god. Like, think about this. Imagine meeting Ada and thinking the request would be something dangerous like killing innocent people, but then you realize the real request we know of hers is that she wants Kawaki to be her husband and bang her. Isn't that a dream come true for some of you? Because I may be of service.
By the way, you're gay.
Now at this point, a massive long strip of Code's jutsu appears behind Kawaki, and he tells them that if he's down to come willingly, they better get going. But Boruto steps in to put an end to this nonsense, telling Kawaki that their father Naruto would never want something like this. Kawaki tells him not to interfere, as he's doing it all to save the Hokage. They have a back and forth saying, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong. But then Kawaki crosses the line by disrespecting Naruto, saying he doesn't care what he thinks, and then boom! Boruto sparks him in the face, saying, don't disrespect the GOAT! The GOAT! One thing I love about Boruto and Kawaki's character development recently is in regards to their bond with Naruto. Just the simple aspect of them calling each other brother and Naruto their father brings a smile to my face, like, ah, yeah. I never thought of a day where Naruto would have two sons. It's heartwarming and very special. That's exactly why Boruto states, I get how much you want to protect your father, however at the same time, it's my right to protect you, right bro? Like what? Oh shit! This is when Boruto gains his harem. He has Sumire, Sarada, but now Ada has a visual moment lusting over the dude for being so cool.
I don't know. I think that's a bit dodgy, mate.
This invalidation of others' decisions even stems in the old Team 7, but the version we see in Boruto seems much more progressive in a positive way. For example, Kakashi, Naruto and Sakura invalidated Sasuke's hunger for revenge, even after what he went through in childhood, whilst vice versa, Sasuke invalidated their emotions as well. And now Kawaki is doing the same mistakes, invalidating his brother. But the great thing about this chapter is that it keeps it fresh and it doesn't seem repetitive. The attitudes are different and Boruto's emotional intelligence shines through with the difference of childhood he had in comparison to the times that Naruto lived in, which makes it very clear that this is indeed Boruto's version of the story with the different circumstances Naruto created for him. The writing felt really natural rather than forced. Boruto's decision is understandable. They've been like good brothers for a while now, and he will always be grateful to Kawaki for saving his younger sister Himawari from Delta. Coming back to the chapter, Code finds this to be the perfect time to introduce himself. It's his first time meeting Boruto after all. Now this isn't the usual villainous brag, since Code states that he actually reveres Boruto.
What did he say?
He explains that he prays to the Otsutsuki gods and has inherited their will. Being the vessel of Momoshiki, Boruto is now an Otsutsuki too, hence becoming a subject of Code's reverence. This makes his job for sacrificing Boruto a difficult job for him, blah 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 blah. As one would expect, Boruto tells him to go home since he's such a good loyal boy to the Otsutsuki. Code insists that he can't go, since it's a good time to test Boruto's karma. He wants all the smoke, and then Kawaki yells at Boruto to run away because you can't win! Run away bitch! Run bitch!
Get the fuck out!
Boruto puts it pretty nicely that he doesn't think that the yandere fanboy will let him slip away, so he has to fend him off until Naruto and the others arrive. Meanwhile, over in Konoha, they're still trying to locate Kawaki. Naruto asks Ino to extend their range more to cover more land, but Ino makes the point that if what Boruto said is true, it doesn't matter how much land they cover, nothing will work. This is when Naruto suddenly realizes, oh shit, my son ran off. Now, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I hate what they're doing with Naruto's character when it comes to these points of the story. Make it seem like he's a total dumbass, when in reality, he's not. Naruto's the GOAT. He's a mature, intelligent leader now as an adult. The anime does a much better job of showcasing this, and that is why I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest when this portion of the story, specifically the part between Naruto and Boruto, is drastically changed to reflect both characters more accurately once it's adapted in the anime. I mean, why is Naruto, one of the god of shinobi, asking a random fodder to sense his son? Why, when he could do it himself? Naruto can do that shit himself. His sensory ability with Sage Mode and other powers are insane.
That don't make no sense.
Also, what's this panel? Naruto looks like a bobblehead, a Funko Pop. Where's his neck? Where's his neck gained? My man has been eating well thanks to Hinata. Oh, Hinata.
I love you.
I love you, Hinata.
Code and Boruto begin their battle. Boruto tries to hit Code with his Rasengan. However, he easily dodges it with his teleporting claw marks. Boruto's enhanced speed with the Karma Seal is in full display. Even after his attack is blocked, he's able to outmaneuver himself mid-air to keep attacking. Once Code teleports away and tries to counter him, he retaliates by throwing Shuriken while still in mid-air at him. However, this time he anticipates Code's movements and uses a jutsu to transform the Shuriken into himself, just like Naruto did back in the good old days and against Momoshiki. Boruto then fires down a huge lightning style thunderbolt. However, Code, being Code, dodges it with ease. If we break this down into power scaling, even without the new ability that has been revealed, Boruto seems to be a cut above the rest. This is very clear. He uses 5 jutsu in a small frame of time and makes cohesive strategies on the fly due to his genius intellect like Minato, as Kakashi stated. Code is said to be the strongest character in the entire series right now, enough to kill Naruto and Sasuke if he faced them one-on-one. So if Boruto is making Code impressed, then that just proves how much potential and strength he has even at a young age. Recently, we did a video explaining how strong Boruto is and if he could beat Naruto at 12 years old. We compared them, so you must watch it after this review. If you missed it out, you don't have the notification bell on for the channel. Trust me, you won't regret it. I'll put the link in the pinned comment for you.
Thank you, Adil. So anyway, we learn Code is just having fun fighting a ninja, as he believes this ideological structure of relying on jutsu and their ethics is stupid. He worships Otsutsuki and follows their creed of power, meaning everything to them. This connects back to Boruto holding onto the will of fire even in the time skip against his own brother Kawaki, where he states that the age of shinobi isn't over. Code then activates his own karma to show Boruto how the pros do this shit and then proceeds to beat the crap out of him. And I think Kawaki puts it best when he said it's what he expected. At this point, Code activates his self-destructive antagonist plot bomb, where he starts explaining how the karma works to Boruto, because he is the villain after all. And that's just what they do. At this moment, Code has the clear advantage over him because of this knowledge. Let's not forget, Code, unlike Boruto, is not a ninja. He, like Kawaki, was just bestowed a karma, in this case the white karma, along with having body modifications. This karma elevated his overall strength to the point of being broken. This kid literally became stronger than Jigen and everyone around him, so Amado placed limiters on Code so that he wouldn't be able to overstep his authority. Now you're probably wondering, how can a kid randomly have this massive boost in power with no training and no experience? Well, Kishimoto decides to answer this by giving us more information on how the karma exactly works. In chapter 29, we learn that the karma significantly increases your power, but that alone wouldn't result in such a drastic jump in battle strength. So what's the deal here? Well, Code then reveals the real reason is that this exponential growth lies within karma's true essence, which is that the combat experience accumulated over millennia by the Otsutsuki gets overlaid upon the karma user's mind and body. This is very similar to the bleeding effect in Assassin's Creed for those familiar, which refers to a disorder wherein the genetic experiences of one's ancestors begin to blend with the sufferer's own real-time memories. In short, think of it like this. As the karma is placed upon the user, the Otsutsuki battle experience and abilities become accessible to them as well. Code, having a white karma, literally has over thousands of years of battle experience from an alien race that was fighting different species throughout their lives. In Code's words, they can instantly become a seasoned warrior. This is also applicable to Boruto once he taps into his karma properly. This now explains how Boruto, who before seemed to have learnt how to use space-time jutsu on the spot, managed to do so, without realizing the karma gave him the knowledge to do this. The same goes for Kawaki, which could also explain how he instinctively erased his chakra signature, as he still has 80% of Ishiki Otsutsuki's DNA flowing through his veins. Now again, we actually made a video recently breaking down just how busted Boruto's godly powers are and compared him to Naruto at 12 years old, so make sure to watch it. Breaking down this power compared to a ninja's is just outright insane. We know that ninjas go on missions to gain experience, and when they face other opponents with unique jutsu, they have to break it down and counter it. Being a ninja means dealing with the card you are dealt and using your intelligence and strategy to defeat your opponents. For example, in Naruto, Minato had to break down Obito's power to land the Rasengan, or the Shinobi Alliance had to figure out how to land Naruto's Rasen Shuriken on Madara when he was revived. Every single fight is about your battle experience and how you utilize it. Boruto, on the other hand, gained at a minimum thousands of years of experience from Momoshiki. If he learns how to utilize this experience in combination with his intelligence, OP jutsu, and genetics, by the time he gets to the time skip, he is going to be completely broken, being stronger than both Naruto and Sasuke.
Well, let's be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good lord.
Back to the chapter though, Code kicks Boruto like a ragdoll and sends him flying. He then steps on Boruto's head, encouraging him to now show him the extent of Momoshiki Otsutsuki's power. I guess, even though Code reveres the Otsutsuki species as a whole, to him, Ishiki will always be his number one. And since the battle experience he gained belonged to Ishiki, he may want to see if it's superior to that of other Otsutsukis. Let's not forget, even though Code didn't have the right door for Ishiki to use him as a vessel per se, he still has Ishiki data. Now before Code crushes Boruto's skull in, Boruto vanishes from sight and finally goes full karma mode. Boruto's glow up is unreal. Boruto's transformation looks the same as it usually would when Momoshiki takes over. However, this time, Boruto doesn't have a horn growing from his head. He also has his right eye open too, which signals that Boruto is likely the one in control here and is still conscious, unlike all the other times this happens. Boruto has gained a whole new transformation where he basically can access the Otsutsuki powers and DNA whenever he wants to. Now, a popular theory right now in the community is that Boruto will in fact get his long-awaited scar in the upcoming chapters. This is because, as we know, Code has a claw-like scientific ninja tool which is very capable of inflicting damage. But the biggest indicator is the fact that Boruto doesn't have his horn. Because when Boruto usually transforms into his Momoshiki mode, the horn then tears his headband, causing it to drop around his neck. However, this time it's normal, possibly due to the pills starting to take effect, which is also why Boruto has his right eye open too. It's likely that he is the one in full control here instead of Momoshiki. This means that Boruto will be fighting with a Byakugan, which could give Boruto an advantage in their fight, as it would help Boruto also combat Code's annoying ass teleporting claw marks. Because of this, Code may try to claw his eye out and destroy it, in turn giving him the scar we see in the flash forward. Now, you may be wondering, how can he leave a scar if Momoshiki's regenerative abilities should just heal it like it always does? Well, because the pills seem to now be kicking in, the regenerative powers the karma gives him may also be weakened, which explains why a scar would be left rather than being healed like it usually would. These drugs stop the Otsutsuification of the karma seal by suppressing the data transfer and attacking the DNA after all. This was originally meant for Ishiki Otsutsuki. Amado hoped it would render him weak as he originally created these pills to target his Byakugan DNA, which ultimately links back to the Otsutsuki race, thus, in theory, combating the data transfer of the Otsutsuki DNA too. Let us know what you think of this theory in the comment section below. And make sure you stick around and join us in our next Boruto video by hitting the notification bell and smashing the like button. As always as well, don't forget to subscribe and check out that merch in the description and pinned comment down below. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.